Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great day today. I want to take a little turn on what I do for videos and talk more about something I really enjoy, which is FIRST Robotics. If you're not familiar with the program or FIRST in general, I highly recommend checking it out. I'm going to put a link in the description below just so that you can learn more about this wonderful program that may be available in your area. But one of the things I really enjoy about it is how it teaches students different skills and things that they're going to need for STEM or STEAM based fields. And today I want to do a reveal video breakdown. Now, I know this video has been out for a while, so maybe it's not going to be surprising to some people, but I think it'll be fun. So today we're going to be focusing on Team 1690 and their robot Doppler. Now, there's going to be a reason that I'm going to talk about this team. At the very end, you'll find out why. But this team is very, very interesting, and I think it's going to be really fun for everybody to see this video. I'm going to do a lot of commentary on it and talk about some of the things that I see in their design. So let's move forward. First off, Team 1690 is Team Orbit. They are from, and again, I apologize if I pronounce this incorrectly, but they're from Hazafon or Hazafon. I think it's Hazafon, and again, I apologize very much if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. So I'm going to say Hazafon, Israel. The robot was built for the year 2024 for the game Crescendo. I'll also put a link in the description for the game video, just so you have a better understanding of what that year's challenge, or technically last year's challenge, was. And of course, this robot is named Doppler. So let's take a look at their reveal video. And when I play this video, if you are from Team 1690, I really enjoyed your performance this year, and I really hope that you enjoy my little breakdown and conversation about your robot. And if anybody else knows this team or enjoys this team or has other facts that they like to share about it, please put it in the comments below. So let's start their video. And yeah, I don't know about the music, but it's kind of interesting with this. So first thing, right, back it up just a little bit. I want to back it up with notice. Oh, well, I guess you can't see it there, but see how it shoots. So it goes around and it picks up these foam rings, and actually I'm going to back it up right there. That's perfect for what I wanted to say. So it comes in, and if you notice, the central area of this robot actually tips up, shoots the ring, and it tips back down. This allows them to keep this really low, robust profile, which for this year's game was really great because it allowed them to traverse the field like all over. Because of their height being so low to the ground, they didn't have to worry about running into the main field elements, which was like the stage. And again, if you watch the video, you'll understand what the stage is. But it's actually this wooden structure that they got off to the right here. If you take a look at where my mouse is, and just under this chain, which is used later in the game, but that allows them to move underneath that, and then they can just quickly fire off a ring and then get rolling. The other notice to this is that they are just really fast and maneuverable. The other part is if you notice here, it shoots high, but then when it needs to go low, it tips up like right up against this, and it just can kind of shoot that foam ring right up and just kind of drops it right in. So this is a big thing to have that just drop in there. It's really, really nice, and it's really, really cool to see. So the other thing is they're super maneuverable. If you see them sliding, they just kind of slid across the carpet there. They're using swerve drive modules, which has become a big thing in FRC. And I've actually seen it in FTC, which is called First Tech Challenge. First Tech Challenge is mainly geared towards middle schoolers, but there are high schoolers that have teams in it. And then FRC is mainly geared towards high school teams, so they tend to have a larger budget with stuff like this. But being able to slide across like that is just a big deal for maneuverability. And then shooting up real quick like that. There's a lot of driver training that goes into this, and it's super exciting to see this type of robot just scooting around. I mean, just see how maneuverable it is. And then the ability to just toss it up there in such a compact package. It's really cool. And it's really, really innovative to see how they basically built their shooter. And right there actually is a perfect thing. They're using an underbar or under bumper intake, and they had it really well set up because that arm tilts down flat. They basically suck it up and pull it right into that shooting mechanism. So it's ready to go almost instantaneously. And that's what's allowing them to kind of like rotate, turn, and fire. And you see it right there. It just boom, fired it off. And then how they can really just intake things. And what's really nice about that is, again, it's coming into the back of the shooter, so it loads it in the back. And then when it loads it into the back, which you can see right here, it's ready to fire out. They also have these two little arms that flip up for climbing. And then what's actually even cooler is there's this thing called the trap. And that's what this is. This little like kind of offset inset. I don't know what to call it, but anyway, it's offset inset right there. And they fired it up. And with those two little tiny arms, they basically just push that open, allowing them to fire it up and just knock it right in so they could climb, shoot on the stage trapdoor, and basically do everything that was needed for the game. So they really built a really nice, compact robot. It's just crazy to see this thing out there in the field and see how it scores. But yeah, so it's a really enjoyable robot, and I found it very entertaining to watch both this video, but also watch it live on live streams. So talking about that, whoop, don't want this to play again. So why did I bring up this one? Well, the team had a really good season, actually. Team 1690 2024 results. They had 104 total wins, so this is across all competitions. Keep in mind, teams can have multiple competitions, could be multiple regionals, could be multiple districts. Anyway, they have multiple matches and they have multiple events. This is their total win-loss record. So 104 wins, very impressive, 12 losses, and 1 tie. I mean, that's just crazy. I gotta be honest, really good. They won the 2024 ISR number 1 district. They won the 2024 ISR number 3 district. I am not very familiar with districts. If you are familiar with districts and want to provide some context to how districts work, please do so in the comments. I want to learn more about the district model. It's something that might be coming to my area in the next few years, and I'd really like to know how it really functions. But with that being said, they also took the Israel District Championship last year, and then they went to Worlds. So keep this in mind. They went to Worlds with over 600 teams, competed on the Dali division, and won. So they won the division, which is really, really cool. And then they actually won the championship. So that's why I wanted to highlight them. Like, congratulations to Team 1690. You did an amazing job. I did get to watch the last couple of matches for it, and it was amazing to see this robot and their teammates compete in the Houston World Championship and come out on top. This robot was super interesting, super fun to watch. Another thing I want to note that you couldn't really see in the video, but they do have a little limelight camera down here, which is used to find the April tags. So they also have a really good autonomous. I don't think their video showed their autonomous unless it was the backing up portion. But either way, it was just a really good robot, really compact, really fast. And a lot of teams should really analyze this robot for future games. While the shooter mechanism and the way it played may not 100% translate to the next games or any of that, the concept of small package, keeping everything nice, tight, and neat will. And this is the type of robot that a lot of teams should analyze just for those factors. But that's just me, and I really do enjoy this robot. It was really fun to watch. With that being said, again, thanks for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, especially if you have any suggestions on the next team you'd like me to kind of look over and talk about. I'll do different teams. I have another team in mind, which is another big name team out there. But I'll do a lot of different teams, and I'll try to break down some of the games in the past when I go over some of these other teams. But until next time, have a good evening and stay nerdy.